Hands up to the master, guys. We are finally back again for the second reaction of this year Mystelics reaction. And today, guys, definitely check the first one in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. Definitely check that vibrations. And of course, with that stated, big up all the Mystelics YouTube family out there, out and large, all over the place right there, guys, for definitely tuning in to another reaction video, guys. Give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. And of course, the newcomers out there, big up on yourself as well for definitely tuning in to this year reaction video, guys. If you have not done so, definitely subscribe and turn on that post notification right there, and then so you can get more vibrations as they tend to come through. Subscribe, click the bell, and then click all, and you'll be pretty much notified when I drop my videos right there and then. Now, guys, you might be wondering what is going on the screen right there. As you can probably read right there, no bail for SUKIE. SUKIE has been the entertainer, of course, who put Dominica more on the map, I would have to say, especially in other countries. And he was in Grenada. And of course, he was arrested for certain things, as you can see right there. The Dominican entertainer will spend some time behind bars before knowing his fate. 36-year-old Shane SUKIE Edwards was arrested and charged on 2 counts of indecent assault while in Grenada over the weekend right there, the weekend that just passed. He was scheduled to appear today, and of course, he was denied bail. Rather unfortunate. I think there was a video of him here. This is it right there.
Big up the massive. Big up the urban massive. Big up the urban massive, baby. Big up Kiki, baby. I mean, come on.
SUKIE in handcuffs, and you have all this. Maybe he thought with himself he didn't do anything wrong. Maybe he didn't. I don't know the case right there. But hopefully, I don't know. Let justice prevail where justice needs to be had. Right there, if he did anything, may justice prevail. But it's rather interesting that he left Dominica to perform. I guess he had a matter in November, maybe, or December, or maybe December, and maybe he has to go back Dominica for that matter. Now he's in another predicament right there. That is unfortunate. But as I'm reading this thing right there, guys, what if he's actually innocent? And the thing is, I don't think he has any lawyers or anything like that. His managers, I mean, he most likely has been making money during that time. His managers taking all the money. What exactly are they doing for them to not to give him proper representation in this regard right there? I mean, if you're performing all over the place, you have one of the biggest hits in the Caribbean. Kind of crazy, but you have one of the biggest hits in the Caribbean, across the world by extension, or across the region by extension. And you get to perform a number of places. They're going to be paying you a lot of money for this thing. He doesn't have proper representation, though. I mean, what are the managers and the people doing for him? If he's innocent, then he has to spend time in jail. And a person who is innocent spending time in jail doesn't make much sense to me. But then again, I guess it's up to them right there. Anyways, guys, talking about somebody that needs to be in jail for these crimes right there. This is the greatest liar of the year. According to Jeffrey Brisbane, special award for the liar of the year goes to none other than this individual that you've seen right there. Time Liar of the Year. A number of persons have been sending this, and I tend to agree with this, especially understanding the track record of SKERRIT himself. Likes to lie, blatantly lie, just lie. You're not at ammunition point. Nobody have a bow and arrow against you. Nobody taking some sab to come and give you some liquor. Nothing. You just decide to lie, and he loves lie for no reason. Well, lying to maintain his power. And sometimes when you lie once, you have to lie better than the previous lie you tell to maintain the power. Kind of like the reactions, like the reaction I did a while ago, talking about the very people who tend to say things so they can buy time, and then when that time is up, they come up with another lie to give them. This is what I think is happening in the Calibishi region right there with the school. I think they give them something for the people to stay quiet. The people stay quiet for a time. They come the end of the thing, they give them a promise that is not gonna happen, because not even a single brick was lifted to put the people into perspective and say, hey, something is being done right there to give us the school that they promised us that they'll give us, or the place that they stated that they will give us, so we can make our little ones have school there in the meantime before the school is being built. That is what has been said to them and has not happened. This is the ringleader right there, the ringleader of all lies. I suspect he's competing with BrBpTV himself. Who can lie more? BrBpTV or SKERRIT? Who can lie more? He needs to be given the award for lying like this. I mean, come on. You are the head of the country, and this is the state the country is in. Okay, let's continue. Right there. Oh, this is something rather interesting right there that I received today. So apparently, I don't know if this is true, but based on what I'm seeing there, there's clear defining points that what this is saying is most probably correct. Hey, the Chinese doctor left Dominica for fear that the labor rights would get him if he publishes that their leader SKERRIT is bipolar. SKERRIT apparently seems to be mentally sick or and is unable to govern the country. His medical reports say that he is bipolar. Bipolar means you have two personas, two personalities. One might be good and the other might be a total craziness. So on one end he might be saying, oh, I want to build the airport and everything like that, but on the other end he's making up stuff to say, oh, you know, the airport don't working out and thing, or he will just lie to the people, just blatantly lie, just lie, sit and lie. Boy, you're not in trouble, you just lying like that. So based off the track records that SKERRIT have of just lying, it's clear that he has some sort of bipolar problems. This is another big secret they are hiding. He has terrible mental issues. I mean, you can clearly tell. I mean, the other day, we will get into it. Not the other day. Let's get into it now. Where you talking about his ministers? Let's get into it, man. Yes, sir. Where is that? Look at there. Look, listen to this, guys.
This is why I am saying to my colleagues that we have to be better representatives to our people. We can't ask people to vote for us and next they're not seeing us until next election. That cannot happen in this term, ladies and gentlemen.
So on last term, you actually stated something like this. What has Vickers benefited from your what has happened for Vickers? Has there been any sort of factories or any businesses, industrial vibes that is taking place in Vickers to actually help the Vickers people? You see what I'm talking about, guys? Bipolar. He says one thing but does the complete opposite. He's talking about his ministers forgetting himself in the process, but in 2019, this is it right there.
I am saying a message.
Hold on, they'll get to 2019 soon.
To them, they all here. I ain't afraid them. I am saying to them that when you, the people of Dominica, go to the polls on December 6th to vote them, they must deliver for you, the people of your constituencies.
Have you delivered, Prime Minister SKERRIT? Or are you just constantly saying that you're going to give people things because you know that you have killed the economy? So, hey, make me get the money. And if you're loyal to me, if you are a good boy, then I will give you a house. If you are a good girl, I will give you a car. If you are good to me, then I will do you something. I'll give you $500. Even though I am the one making the billions of dollars in the CBI program, which of course is supposed to go to you guys, I am then the controller of it, to then tell you that I will give you or not give you unless you behave yourself like a good little boy. Can you imagine a grown man is going and say, hey, I need a little help with bro. Are you a good little boy to me? Are you loyal to me? No, come out from my office. No money for you. That is what it seems like. But anyways, let's continue.
Some of your power reps wanted to do more, much more, as at the individual constituency level. So it is not fair, it is not their fault, rather.
Hold on. Hold on. So in 2022, he's blaming his people, he's the other pal reps, saying it is their fault. But this is 2019, and he's saying that it is...
Some of your pal reps wanted to do more, much more, as at the individual constituency level. So it is not fair, it is not their fault, rather, that you may not have gotten what you wanted. Blame it on me. The Minister of Finance is the big bad wolf in this instance.
Hey! Guys, that is a clear representation of bipolarism, ain't it? Maybe you forget what he said last time, but video evidence is right there. So today, on 2019's election, he's saying it is his fault, because the ministers of government wanted to do things for people, but he is the one who did not allow it to happen as Minister of Finance. Leading up until now, he's then blaming the very people for wanting things, but he did not make it happen. But now he's blaming them. Wow. Wow. Guys. If that is not bipolar, I don't know. You maybe don't listen. Maybe make you hear this one.
And this is why I am saying to my colleagues that we have to be better representatives to our people. We We can't ask people to vote for us and next they're not seeing us until next election. That cannot happen in this term, ladies and gentlemen. I am saying a message to them. They all here. I ain't afraid them. I am saying to them that when you, the people of Dominica, go to the polls on December 6th to vote them, they must deliver for you, the people of your constituencies.
But you said in 2019 that they wanted to deliver, but it's your fault.
Some of your power reps wanted to do more, much more, as at the individual constituency level. So it is not fair, it is not their fault rather, that you may not have gotten what you wanted.
What they wanted to do.
Blame it on me.
On you.
The Minister of Finance is the big bad wolf in this instance.
Oh really? Oh, okay. Doesn't that sound like this is accurate? You see guys, I like to pinpoint certain things and put in position so that you guys can, you cannot dispute the facts. It is very clear. What he said in 2019 is completely opposite to what he said in 2022. Completely the opposite. 2019 is my fault. 2022 is their fault. So it's their fault. 2019, why you didn't change out yourself? But no, you say in 2022 is their fault, so you change out everybody else. Even though you come on November 3rd talking about how ministers of government did wonderful. How on earth you find people that do wonderful? Lord, doesn't that sound like a mad person to you? Or it's just me? So that makes sense. He seems to have some mental issues. And he likes to lie. The boy doesn't lie. I never see lie like that. What is lie? That is lie. It have more. Let's continue.
And labor, the government, what God is doing now? Because
you see, they always put in God. He always put in God in his thing. He always put in God in his thing, and the older people, oh yes, he's a man from God because he talks about God. Satan was serving God too, you know. And then he turned. And Satan still calling God then too. Because he know God is good. Satan don't say God good too, you know. But he just don't want you to follow him. That's a hell of a thing, eh? SKERRIT is doing the same thing. Like I mentioned a while ago, who lying more? Beelzebub or him? I don't know who. It's like everything the man say, he does lying for no reason. Well, he lying to keep his position, but then you have to make better lies to keep the lie that he told before to be true.
This country, there's just too much hatred in this country.
But you are the one causing it. You are the one causing it. Literally.
There's too much political tribalism.
But you are the one causing it. Oh God.
We have to promote peace in our country, brotherhood and sisterhood, togetherness.
A few minutes later.
You can't come here and talk about no jelly, man. We jelly, man. We tap jelly, man. You talking about?
I thought about what you just said there.
This country, there's too much political tribalism. We have to promote peace in our country, brotherhood and sisterhood, togetherness.
But then you're talking about the jelly, man. They're going on for Calibishi.
You can't come here and talk about no jelly, man. We jelly, man. We tap jelly, man. You talking about?
That's the same. You understand how bipolar works, guys? Guys, we need to be nice and friendly to everybody. Everybody, we are too divided. And then 2 minutes later, but F you and F all of all you. Who you coming against them? Me coming against them? F all of all you. That's the same man we. So tell me now, that doesn't sound right. But let's go a little bit further now. Let's go a little bit further. Remember when the Prime Minister was talking about throwing hot water on people? You don't remember what I do?
Yes, you know. And what some of them do? What some of them do? They wait on Sundays when Labour has a rally, and our senior citizens stay back and they listening to local DBS radio and listening to us speak at the rallies. And they know all the young people leave and go to rallies. They come and tell the old, how many people SKERRIT now because the price cost per house.
Don't worry, SKERRIT. That's what he's telling them. So he's saying that the UW people will go to the elderly folks and tell them, don't worry, SKERRIT, nah?
Lot fire vini kote producer. Dio has not sought see as him.
So you say the house that there is not all you own. The house, he's saying that the UW people telling the old folks that the house that they build for is not all you own, right? Which is the truth. That is a fact. It's not all you own. You just get to stay there. You have titles for the house. All you have titles for the house now? None of all you know? Okay. So how on earth you can own what you don't have title to? Anyways, this is what he's telling them.
Mash, SKERRIT, souple.
Come out on SKERRIT step before I wait. I don't think you see that part. Glow show.
Avant moi mouiller et puis on glow show sorti là et puis bet you.
So come out on SKERRIT step before I wet you with hot water.
That's what you need to tell them, my dear brothers.
That is what he's telling his followers to tell the people that telling them the truth. SKERRIT himself has admitted that everything that the government built is state-owned. He said that with his own mouth. And he's coming there to then tell the people, to fool the people now. You see how bipolarism works? To fool the people. To make them believe that the house is actually theirs. When the people telling them the truth, he's telling them to throw hot water on them. Come out on SKERRIT step, not your step, you know. Come out on SKERRIT step before I throw hot water on you. But let's get back to the jelly man.
You can't come here and talk about no jelly man. Which jelly man? Which damn jelly man are you talking about?
No man, I can't just jump like that. I can't jump like that. I can't. He was talking to the people of BrBpTV, by the way. Talking to the people of BrBpTV. Yes, the people of BrBpTV, where he was talking about building the new houses for them. The hurricane resilient houses. Hurricane resilient houses, you know. Mark you. Look, the hurricane resilient houses. A little rain fell and started flooding up the place. This is the houses that they build for the BrBpTV people, for the Peter Savan people that they relocate to BrBpTV.
Sansa.
Oi.
Sansa. Hey.
It is a hell of a thing when you have evidence. And all you think is me that have problem when I say these things? Me? Oh, okay. Let us go inside. Let us go inside the BrBpTV house that he telling them, come out on SKERRIT step if I throw hot water on you. That the same houses that they do not own. Let's go inside.
They're coming out through the wall way.
Water is coming out through the wall, he's saying.
Crack the wall, crack the way. I heard
Hey.
the wall crack the see coming out from there.
So it's seeping through the paint. You remember some time back I was telling you guys, most likely, depending on how things are working, I remember Gaston Brown saying the very same thing. Where they, let's say they tell you the bridges cost $18 million. When in fact the bridge costs about $8 million. Right? The bridge costs $8 million. They tell you the bridge costs $18 million. They put it in the budget for them to get equipment and stuff that can cost $18 million. Then when they go to buy the actual equipment, the equipment's coming to $5 million. That is what they build in the bridge with, which means that they get to clock what? $13 million. That is what I suspect happened with this house. They tell the people that the house is hurricane resilient. They use inferior materials to build it. Because the house, I mean, look, the house seeping. You tell the people hurricane resilient houses. Rain, fall. Look at the back. That's the outside. You say, okay, the house is resilient.
They're coming out through the wall way. Crack the wall, crack the way. I heard look it. The wall crack there. See coming out.
The wall crack there, the uncle saying the wall crack there.
From there. Coming out right through the wall way.
Right through the wall. But you know what? Remember the time when they were telling people that SKERRIT is building a $29 million or how much $1 million house? Remember that? And what did SKERRIT say?
They will come and tell you, as they're saying, that SKERRIT is building a $29 million house, ladies and gentlemen, to seek to create envy and jealousy and resentment in the country.
That is the house he's living in at present.
That too is a lie. I'm not building a $29 million house. And I don't need
I don't know. This is it now? No, I don't think this is probably the back of the house or something. Because the green, this is green. So okay, so this is a different house. This is no, this is a different house, guys. This is not the house right there. This is the house right there that he's talking about. Okay, so I don't think this should be there.
It's a lie.
He's saying that this is a lie. He's not building any $29
million house.
And then this is what he says afterwards. Listen carefully.
And I don't need a $29 million house in small Dominica, ladies and gentlemen.
So you don't need a $29 million house. So the house that is there, that you're staying in, renting, making people pay $64,000 a month for you to stay in. You are then doing what? Guess what? He's building another one, guys.
How did you hear that?
You know, it's the thing when we pay the house money. I have decided to move ahead with the construction of a dwelling for myself and my family.
A dwelling. This was some months back. So most likely it doesn't look like this. This looks like it bigger than this one right there. And SKERRIT is saying what?
And I don't need a $29 million house in small Dominica, ladies and gentlemen.
So he decided to build a bigger one. Not only that, you know, guys, but as seen right there, guys, there's a house in Vickers that's also a mansion. Well, technically a mansion, it's big, but look like this one is bigger than the one in Vickers. And then look like this one is going to be bigger than this one. So this one is bigger than the one in Vickers. This one is bigger than this one. But SKERRIT is saying what?
And I don't need a $29 million house in small Dominica, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay then. But when another man comes up to say, I want to make a representation for my people because it's very clear that you are failed. You are failed, Dominica, he's saying. What does SKERRIT come and do?
He's a jelly man, he's jelly man. Jelly man. Jelly man what? What jelly man can do for you? What jelly man can do for you in Castle Rose? Ladies and gentlemen, I have always heard that wise men come from the east. You are bright people. You are bright people. You are smart people. You can't go and gamble with your future.
But if wise men come from the east and the jelly man, I mean, if you look at the wise men were shepherds. Not some of them were they shepherds, wise men and shepherds. Were the wise men shepherds? Whatever that is, guys. The wise men come from the east. And in humility is the understanding that you're looking at there. Wise people don't claim that they're wise, but he has jelly. What your profession has to do with your wisdom. And if he has wisdom of sorts, does not mean that if he's applying the wisdom that he knows through understanding, then would that mean he's better than you? But you are just speaking about unifying and all those kind of things there. You see why the Prime Minister is bipolar? He seems to be bipolar. I mean, the evidence is clear. Any one of you guys can tell me that is not true. The evidence there. I don't know if it's medically true, but there's clear evidence of bipolarism taking place. Clear evidence.
There's some sideshow that taking place in Casabas constituency.
That is the same time the man was talking about that. You know.
We have to promote peace in our country.
That is the same time.
Togetherness.
A few minutes later.
You can't come here and talk about no jelly man. We jelly man, we jab jelly man. Ladies and gentlemen, I have always heard that wise men come from the east. You are bright people. You are bright people. You are smart people. You can't go and gamble with your future.
But you're already killing the future. Look they passing up and look they passing again. So when the Kalibishi man say you're waking him up at 2 a.m. in the morning, I mean, is he wrong to say this? I mean, it does making useless noise, making music go Vicky as if like the Prime Minister doing something in the country. The man doing nothing in the country now. Maybe it's me that don't know. Maybe it's me that don't know. Help me understand all the labor rights and people like to meet me and talk and all. Up to now, nobody yet to challenge me. You know. They just come and talk their talk. But after reasoning, those who can reason outside, some people just want to just call you name for no, just call name. You understand how people just argue some of the labor rights? They argue in. You trying to, okay, let's argue, let's put your points together. I make my point, you make your point to contract my point. You make your point, I contract your point with my point. No. Sometimes when you see you contracting their point, they then start to call you names. They start to do all kinds of things instead of sticking to the actual point right there. Anyways.
With some sideshow that's taking place in Cassibus constituency. There is a sideshow. Macaque talking about.
So the man can see what is going on in his community and decide, hey, I see this struggle, I live this struggle, I understand the struggle, and I want to contribute to my community. I see what the people need. Maybe he's a community man. He's a jelly man, he's a community man. Who knows? He knows different people, talk to different people and whatnot. I think he would probably have a better representation because we know what your track record is. You have killed the economy. You have killed every growth sector. Every growth sector in Dominica so that the people would not be independent to you. And as a result of that, this is why you're talking about they cannot build house for you.
We are talking about serious business. Serious business. Jellyman can build house for you.
So he talk. You see what I'm saying there? Jellyman can't build no house for you. Jellyman not supposed to be house for you. No prime minister is supposed to be building house for you. There's the less fortunate for which they have to cater to. Definitely 100% the people cannot help themselves, those who are actually in need. But then he's talking about Jellyman can't build a house for you. Like that is how it's supposed to be. You remember the New World Order thing? Where you will own nothing and be happy. You will have no privacy and be happy. You remember that? Or you want to go down that trail? Or you want to go down that route? This is the man that will lead it. He's talking about the DLP party is the one that will lead in this country into the New World Order's what they want to do. The New World Order philosophy. And it's very clear that this is what is happening. Making the people dependent on him. This is why no factories are going up. Where we get all these CBI funds that actually could do things in Dominica. Build factories, help people out in terms of putting things and the opportunities that can be made as a result of the monies. No, I get in it. I get in all as the Minister of Finance, and I can decide who gets in scholarship and who don't get in scholarship. I am your God. That is what he's telling the people. Which job jelly man you talking about then? Which job jelly man? Magwesa doesn't mean the man not intelligent upstairs. The man is probably a jelly man because you are the one who created the economy where he cannot have the opportunities to shine. That is probably why he's a jelly man and has to resort to selling jelly to try to feed his family within the economy that you have killed. Boy, you mad. And you call him which job jelly man?
What can jelly man do for you in Cassibus? Maybe give you a good jelly? Maybe give you a jelly? Yes? Give you a jelly? That's all? You pay $5 to get your jelly? And the jelly he's selling Matuche anyway. Huh? And the jelly he's selling Matuche anyway.
I don't know what you just said.
I mean,
to me, if we understand how elections work, we know that people perform and have their grades and what have you. Performing, you realize the person not doing well for your community, they have done nothing, you take them out. This is why I cannot understand why Ian would go. Because Ian has done absolutely nothing for Portsmouth. Finella has to come in, wants to come in. Hopefully she can do something for Portsmouth. But I doubt, you know why I doubt? Because you have the same person talking about the jelly man there who is in charge. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in this regard. Let me know your thoughts in the comment box below. Don't forget to check out the previous reaction that I did. First comment in the comment box below, guys. You will also find that link right there. Definitely give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. Give the video a thumbs up. And of course, subscribe and turn on that post notification if you have not done so right there. And then I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. It's a sad state of affairs. Tune in tomorrow. We have more vibrations coming, guys. I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Boom, bang.